Hi guys, it's Mark here from languagelearning.org. I just wanted to have a quick word with you about saving money when you're learning a language. I'm talking about the books that you can buy online on courses. One of my favourite courses to use is the Teach Yourself courses. Here's an example of the Spanish. I think they're quite thorough. It takes you from complete beginner up to about level B2 in language acquisition, which I think is very, very good. My German come on leaps and bounds when I started with the Teach Yourself course. It's a good structure. It's worked well for many years. This is an example of the 2012 version of the Teach Yourself courses. The reason I wanted to highlight this is, if you're going to buy a Teach Yourself book and you were to go into a bookshop or online, it would cost you about $17.99 to buy that brand new. Now, obviously, if you have a look on Amazon or eBay or something, you might find it a little bit cheaper. But I would advise you to go on Amazon and look for the second-hand versions that are in quite good condition. But not just this. If you let me just have a quick word with you about this. Here's an example of a old Teach Yourself course. Teach Yourself course. This is the Polish one. This was from about 1997. Now, the content of the 1997 versions is exactly the same as the 2012 versions. The only difference is the cover design and the illustrations inside, and maybe the way the course is presented. So if you look in here, this one's all in colour. There's maybe a few photographs inside, like that. The 1997 version is all black and white, but that doesn't make a difference, because if you're learning the language, all of the course material is inside there. That's 1997. In about 2001, they rehashed them again and made them look like this. Again, the content is exactly the same. The audio is exactly the same, whether it's on cassette tape or CD. In about 2010, they re-released them again in this design, the Korean example. Content exactly the same as the old ones. Illustrations maybe a little bit different. So give that a thought. Don't be afraid to buy the older versions. I actually prefer some of the older versions, simply because, I don't know, maybe second-hand books, and if they're a little bit worn, it adds a little bit of character to them, I think. And you're saving a lot of money. For example, this one here cost me a penny on Amazon. I think I paid postage for it. It was about £2. This one cost me about £3. I bought this new, about £16-17. But don't be afraid, as I say, to buy the older versions, because they are exactly the same. I'm just going to show you the Spanish compared with the old one. Okay, so this is the Teach Yourself Spanish course from about 1997. Okay, take a look at that. Look at the illustrations there, black and white, the wording. Now compare that to the same course, but the modern version. Now there's the same lesson, okay? Obviously the wording is exactly the same. The only difference is the illustrations, and I say that the fonts are different as well, obviously. That is the only difference. The audio will probably be in CDs now. I think they get into MP3s. You can download from the website now sometimes. But the older ones obviously will be in cassette tape. What I'm starting to do shortly is I'm going to be uploading some of the audio onto my website, so you can listen to that if you need to, because the audio can be quite expensive to buy separately. I think the audio and book together can cost about £40. The book alone is about £16. So I've seen CDs for this course, for the Spanish one particularly, for £20 online, which is not worth doing. But if you buy, again, the second-hand version from 1999 or 1997 or whatever, you can get the audio on there for a lot less. So give that a go. So that's the Teach Yourself course. I highly recommend it. As I say, it helped me a lot. And there's quite a few languages that I study, so Teach Yourself. Look on Amazon, try and find it cheaper. Or by all means ask me on my website, languagelearning.org, and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks guys.